it opens a secret path. It is kind of weird that they have it like this, but you know, there's a dragon that tells you like a 1 or 2 worlds away that that secret path was there. Let's see. I don't know if you can notice the lag, ladies and gentlemen, but it's there a little bit. But like I said, it's very present in the second game on the PS3. But yeah, this game, it's easy enough, but it also still has challenge. So it's not too easy. It's mostly easy once you know what to do. It's, well, obviously, like a lot of games. Let's see. Now this is obviously not like a... If you don't know anything about Spyro, this is the most different type of level in the game. Well, there's every world has these kinds of levels. Just it's these are the most different if you were to compare all levels, because these are like timed. You know, like you still have to do it to get 100% in this game, but because you're earning treasure this way. This is just like the only time. These types of levels are the only time where you can fly, and you can hit other things. You know, before. You know, I'm just saying these to people that may or may not have played Spyro or just don't know much about Spyro at all. Alright, got all those. It's sometimes it can take a little getting used to with this game, or with these levels. I mean, where you fly. They're not like ultra complicated. They're just it's the way he moves and stuff. You just kind of have to get used to it. And hey, I got everything on. I don't want to try again. That's kind of gives this game a little replayability. If you've 100%ed it or just completed it in general. I think it's 120% whenever you complete it. But it kind of like, if you just feel like it won't do much, but like you can just, you know, you can just come back and try to beat a record or something. You and some friends. Let's see. And of course, if you come back to a level, or if you die and then come back, these enemies will I'm not trying to say. Oh yeah, they'll drop these little crystal things, and you'll get more. It'll kind of fill up this little thing around your lives, and once it goes all the way around, you get an extra life. It kind of takes a little bit, but there's also like separate lives. Like whenever I broke that thing that went or whatever earlier, that was an extra life. So it's just something for if you can't find any of those extra lives, because once you break them once, that's it. They're gone. For the extra lives, I mean. Stone Hill. Stona Hill. Anyway. 400 gems. Treasure. I know it sounds kind of weird, but that's the way to put it, because, you know, there's gems that, like the red gems count as 1. The green gems count as 2. The blue gems count as 5. And then there's like a gold, like a yellow gem that counts as 10, and a more hard to find purple gem that counts as 25. So, you know, I know this game very well. I still have some trouble with it, but, you know. I used to do this as a kid. I used to just want to jump in here for some reason. There's a secret. My dad over at Nintendo, my dad's cousin's uncle over at Nintendo, Spyro says, I will be right back. Back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping there's not a whole lot of those interruptions, because that happened a lot in the previous couple, like the previous 2 games I played. Well, the first 2 games I played. But this thing right here is what I was talking about. In case I wasn't really able to be specific, kind of has this skin type of Spyro, and you can either bucket or burn it, and these are your lives. Now there are now you can, like, whenever you get those are a one-time thing, and I know you have to most of the time you have to collect all those all those things. Hey, look, a beach back here. I know you have to go collect all the those little crystal things to get an extra life once it like makes a complete circle. But oh yeah, and the keys for treasure chests. But like whenever you what was I going with this? But so okay, sometimes enemies that you kill again will drop lives occasionally. Not all the time, but they'll drop lives like that. Anyway, let's listen to this dragon. By the way, there's a lot of old people jokes in this game.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
As I said, there's a lot of those. And I was also checking my phone during that. So, it works out. I don't just have to pause it all the time. Oh yeah, I was gonna save it. I don't have to save it all the time, but, you know. It just helps. Let's see here. See, the first world in this game is, it's pretty good because there's not as many levels as later worlds. Oh. Yay. It can kind of scare you sometimes, like it's all quiet and everything, and then it fastly just releases the gems. Let's see here. Captain.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
Go. I don't know. That's Clancy Brown, and he talks for like a lot of the dragons in this game. Clancy Brown, if you don't know, is the voice of Mr. Krabs on SpongeBob, and a lot of other things. He was Baron Praxis on Jak and Daxter, if you know about that, or Jak 2, I should say. Let's see. You could probably guess why I say Jak 2, because I think he. Oh, wait a bit.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Yeah, I never run into trouble. Let's see. But anyway, yeah, Baron Praxis and Jak 2, Jak and Daxter 2, if you just want to call it that. It's he's only in, as far as I know of, unless he's in Jak X, the racing game that they had. He's only in Jak 2, and well, if you don't know anything about it, I'll leave you to guess why he's only in Jak 2. I don't know why I continue with that, because I'm playing Spyro. Let's see here. Something something I've noticed, and I'll probably bring this up again whenever I play those games. Something I've noticed is these are for Sparks. Sparks serves as my health. Something I've noticed about a lot of like the games from the 6th generation. Yeah, 6th generation. Because we are currently on the 8th/9th, if you count the Switch generation. Like GameCube, Xbox, PS2. Oh, wait.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump. And try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
Alright. And then the second game, spoiler, it's a hover, which actually helps more. But in comparison, I mean, this also helps too. It, like, you absolutely need it. Anyway, something. The PS2, like, I'll use Ratchet and Clank's Sly Cooper and Jak and Daxter as an example. It's always like the first game was. Actually, this is sort of present in Spyro too, in the Spyro games as well. But like, okay, those games in general. Let me get to the point. As I drag this out more, it always seems like the first game is different from the others. Like, let's see, what's the name? Like, this game is different, like, from 2 and 3. Not too different, but like, it's when you look at this one, you look at Spyro 2, you can definitely tell a difference for the most part. Now, but when you look at like 2 and 3, you can only sort of tell a difference.